Hello friends, in this video we are going to see how we are going to implement a render variable in IBM Cognos. So basically our objective is to create three different pages, and based on the selected prompt value, based on the selected option, only the selected page will be run. So based on the conditions which we'll be defining. So we'll go one by one, step by step. We'll create a new report from the left hand side menu, go to new, select the report. Select one column report, select create. Let us add the source. It is samples by industry, retail, data, and coffee sales and marketing. So the source is selected here on the left hand side. Now our structure is ready basically. So now what first thing we have to do is we can create the selections basically. So where we have to provide the selections in the prompt page. That's the first step. We'll go to the prompt page and we'll add a prompt. As we have already seen, the prompt page is added, and then we'll double click and open this prompt page. And in this page, this is our prompt page. We can design the prompt page, provide header, footer, and all those stuff. So and we can just try to have a table as we have discussed. We can insert a table having two columns, two rows for now. We can edit the headers. I'm just giving a sample header. It can be specific to your report requirement. Your header should be as per your project requirement. I'm just trying to show you a sample one. And here in the first cell, basically when we have added, you can see the size is taking 100%, that is width is taking 100%. So in this width, if you see, it is coming 100%. So we can reduce it from here, or we can remove it from here, this case. So basically what is happening, what is the size of my items? Basically the object will have the same size. So that is how we need to make sure it is going to be on the center, and we will add items to this place. So the first cell will try to put a text item, selecting like we'll put as a select option, select option this way, and we'll select OK. So option is we have provided a text item, and the second one will add a value prompt. We'll go to prompting and we'll add a value prompt in this cell, and it will ask to create a parameter. In this parameter, we can just put as a p underscore select. We will not go to the next page. We'll just select finish. So my parameter is created. That is the first thing. Second thing, I have to go to this variables from the Explorer, top Explorer. We can go to the variables, and here we can create a string variable where we can define our case, where we can define our statement like case when, and we can get from this left hand side button, we can see our parameters over here. From here, we can select our pre-select equals to, when my p-select equals to, for example, I'm trying to have the first page as a name as a list, then it should be a list in this case. In this case, what we have to do now, once this variable is added, condition is added, I'll just copy paste the same condition for the other values. Like I want to have the same condition for the cross tab. For example, the second page will have a cross tab. I'll copy the cross tab, text item. I'll put in this over here. The third one will be for the chart. So make sure this should be matching cross tab, list, list. I'll validate and see if my condition is working or not. And it is no errors, we'll select OK. And we'll go back to our prompt page again and we'll see this is our prompt page which we have created. Here from the properties, we have to create a static choice also. The same values what we have created in the condition, it should be same. Like the first one is list, so it should be list. The second one is a cross tab, so it should be a cross tab. The third one, it will be a chart, so we'll put a chart. So we have list, cross tab, and chart. Three static variables are created. So we have done two things. The first thing we have created in this case, we have created this variables over here. And in this variable, from the right hand side, we have a plus sign. We can create the values like list is for list, cross tab is for cross tab, and chart is for chart. So here we have mentioned three values over here. So right now what we have to do is our variable is created. Once our variable is created in this case, now the next thing what we have to do is we have to go to the pages. And here in this pages folder, basically, we have to add two more pages. The first page we can rename from the properties as a list. The second page we can rename from the property as a cross tab. And third page we can rename from the property, select and rename from the property as chart. So I have provided three names to this list, cross tab and chart. Now assigning the variable which we have created. Now select the list page and from the properties right hand side there is an option known as render variable. Select that render variable. You will have a render variable drop down. From the variables select the string one which is created, and in this case we'll select the list and uncheck the cross tab and chart and select OK. So this is what we have done for one. The same way we can select the cross tab, go to properties, select the render variable option. From the drop down, select string one, and here just try to select cross tab. Similarly, the third one, select the chart, go to properties, render variable option, select the variable which you have created and select only chart. Okay, so what we have done is we have just tried to configure the render variable. Now in each page, we have to go inside each page, and the first page, we can create a list, simple list report. From the source, we can add items to this. Go to the second page from the Explorer, from the cross tab, create a cross tab. And in this cross tab, we'll just put the values as a product group, and we'll have values as dates. In dates, we can have values as month. And here we can have sales versus target. Similarly, from the Explorer, we can go to the third page, that is chart. We can go to visualization, create a visualization combination chart. We'll add a combination chart, select the first one, select OK. And from the left hand side in the column end, we'll try to put product group in the x-axis and sales versus target in the column length. Again, from the drop down, we'll select the line, and again we'll select spoilage in the line position. So we'll set this chart also and we'll run the report. So we have created the prompt value in the prompt page. We have created the variables. We have assigned the variables to the reports, different reports. So we have performed all the three activities which needs to be followed in terms of selecting the variables and the render variable. Let us run the report. And once we are running the report, it is asking for what the items you want to select. If I want to select a chart or list, I'll select a list, finish. So I'll be able to only get the list. Again, if I run the report, and this time I'll select a chart over here and finish it, and we'll be able to see the chart itself. So based on our selection, we are able to see the values. It is just hiding based on the condition. That is all we have for this session. Thank you, everyone.